Today, we will discuss the ethical and effective use of AI tools in research. The rise of generative AI offers great potential to enhance discovery and streamline workflows, but with this power comes responsibility. It's crucial to use these tools without compromising our research integrity. This session will offer a framework for ethical engagement and practical strategies for incorporating AI into your research. Let's begin by examining the scope of this transformation. AI is already transforming research, with tools like Elicit reducing literature review time by up to 80%. This offers great opportunity, but also raises ethical risks such as plagiarism and data fabrication if done without guidance. The challenge is balancing speed with integrity. What are those standards? To navigate this new landscape, we must follow three core principles agreed upon by major publishers and institutions: human accountability, transparency, and authorship integrity. First, you are responsible for all words and data in your work. Blame cannot be placed on AI errors or bias. Second, disclose your AI usage in your methodology to build trust. Third, AI cannot be considered an author, as it lacks legal standing and responsibility. These principles, accountability, transparency, and integrity, should guide all AI interactions. Now, consider AI's strategic role in the research workflow. We need to move beyond asking, "Can I use AI?" and instead ask, "Where does AI fit strategically to enhance my contribution?" AI should automate routine tasks, not core intellectual work. Key areas of value include literature discovery with tools like Elicit and connected papers, which visualize citation networks and screen abstracts faster, data preparation using Python libraries or OpenRefine to automate cleaning and formatting, freeing you to interpret, and writing Polish with tools like PaperPal to improve clarity and grammar, acting as a writing coach but never a ghostwriter. Remember, AI handles mechanical tasks. The core arguments and insight must come from you. Here's a toolkit to help implement this. To clarify these strategic applications, here is a detailed list of specific tools along with their disclosure obligations. For literature discovery, tools such as connected papers and Elicit assist in mapping the research landscape and summarizing abstracts. If they are used for interpretation or to summarize key findings, disclosure is necessary. For data preparation, tools like Python and OpenRefine automate cleaning and standardization processes. When these tools perform significant data transformations, it is required to disclose this in your methods section. Lastly, for writing Polish, tools like PaperPal aid in enhancing style and grammar. Disclosure for these tools is usually recommended in the acknowledgments section, simply indicating that they contributed to language refinement. It is essential to understand these guidelines because disclosure standards vary. Reviewing how different publishers address this is important. When using AI for substantive work, disclose it openly to ensure transparency and reproducibility, especially for literature searches, data analysis, or significant content generation. Specify the tool, version, and purpose, placing research-related disclosures in methods and writing help in acknowledgments. Basic tools like grammar checks are exempt. Remember, disclosure is essential, and we must understand the boundaries we cannot cross. While disclosure is important, there are certain uses of AI that are strictly prohibited and constitute research misconduct. We must be crystal clear on these boundaries. First, never use AI to generate or alter images that represent data or evidence. Images are primary evidence in many fields, and manipulating them is considered fabrication. Second, AI cannot be used to generate original research data. Using a model to create data that you then present as the result of an experiment is research fraud, plain and simple. And finally, AI tools cannot be authors. Authorship requires accountability, legal standing, and the ability to approve the final manuscript. A machine cannot do that. We must also be vigilant about confidentiality. Never upload a manuscript under peer review to a public AI tool. You violate confidentiality agreements and potentially compromise your intellectual property. These prohibitions are non-negotiable across all major publishers. But even with these shared boundaries, publisher policies can differ in their specifics. While all publishers agree on ethical AI use, their policies differ. Check each journal's guidelines. Wiley requires adherence to its terms, ensuring AI doesn't claim content ownership. Elsevier mandates a formal AI declaration. Springer Nature emphasizes transparency, needing explanations of AI use and verification. Sage and Taylor and Francis hold authors liable for AI errors. The universal goal is transparency, but disclosure methods vary. Always review journal guidelines before submitting. These differences are key before exploring practical AI integration into your workflow. We've discussed the general policies of major publishers. Now let's translate that into a practical, ethical framework you can use every day. This 5-step process ensures you maintain integrity and meet publisher requirements when integrating AI into your research workflow. The first step is critical. You must review the tool's terms and conditions. You need to know if the tool claims any intellectual property rights over your content or if it uses your uploaded data to train its model. This is a major risk for unpublished, proprietary research. Next, document everything. Keep a clear record of the tools you used, the specific prompts you entered, and the raw output. This documentation is essential for your methodology section and for demonstrating oversight. And remember, you are the final authority. You must verify every citation and fact the AI generates. You are responsible for any errors or hallucinations that make it into your final paper. Finally, prepare your disclosure statement and check your target journal's specific policy before you submit. These steps move us from theoretical understanding to responsible practice. But even with a framework, there are common mistakes we need to avoid. Following that ethical framework is key, but researchers still fall into predictable traps when they start using AI. We need to actively guard against these common mistakes. The biggest pitfall is trusting the AI output without verification. Remember, these models are designed to sound confident, even when they are completely wrong. You must treat every AI-generated fact or citation as unverified until you confirm it yourself. Another frequent error is forgetting to disclose the use of AI. If the tool influenced the substance of your analysis or writing, you must disclose it. When in doubt, over-disclose. It protects your credibility. Also, be extremely cautious about image generation. Most academic journals strictly prohibit using AI-generated images unless the image generation itself is the subject of the research. Finally, never upload confidential or unpublished data to public AI models. Always check the privacy settings. If the model uses your input for training, you are essentially publishing your proprietary data to the world. Avoiding these pitfalls is about maintaining professional rigor and respecting the boundaries of academic integrity. Now that we know the framework and the pitfalls, let's look at how you can implement this immediately. We've covered the ethical framework and mistakes to avoid. Now, move from knowledge to action with a plan. This week, select an AI tool, read its terms and conditions, and check your target journal's AI policy. Know the rules before you start. Next week, pilot the tool on a small project, documenting how you used it and verified output. This builds responsible use skills. Within a month, fully integrate the tool and draft a standard disclosure statement. Having a template saves time and ensures consistency. Remember, this is ongoing, with technology and policies changing rapidly. Stay informed via journal updates and your research community. Responsible AI use is a continuous effort, not a one-time fix. Thanks for your time. Questions?